We're doing it this way again. I'm so sorry that I'm so white. Like, super sorry. So, this is a story by Mauve Turtle. Sit beneath a short waterfall, squinting through the mist at the rock behind the stream. You remember the stories your mother told about the magic written on these rocks. You try to read the stone. I feel like it should be stones. You try to read the stones, but the markings on its face mean nothing to you. A voice calls your name and you look up. You see your old neighbor Finola smiling down at you. "Hello, little one," she says. "I see you've come to read the words of spellweavers long gone." Finola's been smoking for the past 20 years, day in, day out, the good stuff from across the stream. You break her gaze, sheepish. "You can't really read them, you admit." "Well," she says, "perhaps you'd like to learn." "Yes, please," you say. She turns and studies the rocks. She turns and studies the rock. I see some spells that even a little one might be able to pick up." She points to 3 groups of markings. "Which would you like to learn?" "The shortest one." "This one isn't too hard." You watch as she pulls a leaf from a nearby vine and says, "Morake." The leaf begins to grow until it resembles a giant fern. She sets the leaf down and it holds its size. "What else would you like to learn?" "The clearest word." "This spell is my favorite." She reaches her hand into the falls and pulls her hand back with a small pool of water in her palm. She whispers, "Aigrich." And the water in her palm freezes. "Let's learn the longest word." "Ah, quite ambitious of you." She says, "Cron Gwaith," and the gust of wind blows across your face. She pulls a sheet of folded parchment from the bag by her side and begins to copy the spells onto it. "Good luck with your adventures," she says before hobbling away. You tuck the parchment into your belt and begin heading home. Halfway home, the forest begins to thin. Gotta go forward twice there. Here we go. The forest begins to thin and you spy the banks of a shallow lake by your village. You've always loved the flowers from the island in the middle, but you've never been able to retrieve any without their petals being ruined. Maybe one of the spells your neighbor taught you will allow you to finally bring a flower home to keep. You walk up to the bank, look out towards the island, unfold the parchment, step into the water and say, "Morake." Your spell does nothing. You think about how else to get across. Fold your parchment into a boat. Okay. And then cast Morake on it. You hold a little boat in your hands. Now what? Morake. The boat begins to grow. Soon it becomes so big that you have to set it down. When it finishes growing, it is bigger than you. Climb aboard. Hell yeah. You jump out of the water and climb aboard. Good situational awareness that I was still actually in the water while I was doing all of this. Key fact. Your boat bobs up and down, but makes no progress towards the island. You wonder if a spell could help you move towards the island. Someone's been playing Breath of the Wild. A gust of wind builds from the forest behind you, though it's cleared quite a while ago, and blows across you and the little boat. You begin to drift towards the island until the shore. Disembark. You step onto the banks of the island and head inland towards the flowers. You walk until you spy purple amongst the rocks by your feet. As you reach down to take the flower, you spot another strange pattern on the stone at your feet. I'm going to investigate it again. You brush the leaves aside and reveal another symbol like the ones by the waterfall. You try to memorize it before you return your attention to the flowers. The flowers all clump together with petals like purple trumpets. You pluck a flower and tuck it into your belt. Deciding to head home, you hurry to the shore, then hop back into your little boat and head back across the lake. When you reach your village, you hold the flower above your head and hurry to show everyone what you've learned. The end. I guess those are the only 2 branches to Mauve Turtle's little story. let's go ahead and go jump right into the interview with the creator. I know you probably haven't heard all of the clapping, but Mauve, thank you for writing this and joining us here today. How do you feel your story went?
I need to mute your stream probably. Wait, is fine, I guess.
I really
Uh,
like the atmosphere you created. What was your inspiration for this story?
well, it's supposed to be like a literacy narrative, and so I was just kind of and like for the assignment we were supposed to write about doing like a literacy project that was not what we were used to, and
Okay.
also like our own literacy practices. So I kind of based it off of like what I associated reading with as a kid. So it's like a game, and there's like magic and stuff. Because when I was a kid, I liked to read books and play fantasy games and stuff, I guess.
Well, hey, that you did. I really like the story. I mean, it's a fun little, 5-minute choose your own adventure, and it definitely carries the elements that come from the previous. What did you use to make this?
Twine.
Twine.
If you
Okay.
want to learn an imaginary programming language just for writing an interactive fiction, then that's the place to go. Well, I
Cool.
guess all programming languages are imaginary since all language is just context based, but
Wow. We went deep on that one, so thanks for that, guys. You'll be able to find this on youtube.com/. What's your YouTube channel, Muff?
oh god.
I'm sending you this.
Wait. I probably will not put it on YouTube. I gave up on YouTube myself, but you can put it on your YouTube if you
youtube.com
have
slash
one.
BRTW2. Thanks for following me here. You can follow her Twitch TV/Mauve Turtle. She'll probably put out more stories in the near future given the success that this one has had. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Just kidding. I'm not actually ending the stream. I just wanted to give you a